That's the latest Model Y. And that's the first generation Tesla self-driving itself towards its successor. In this video, we're going to uncover every single difference between the old and the new Model Y, so you can make a more informed decision on whether to get a brand new one yourself or save a couple of $1,000s getting the older Model Ys. Here's a rundown of the major differences I'll talk about. Take a quick screenshot for yourself to compare later as we dive deeper into these topics. Alright guys, let's dive into the first major upgrade on the brand new Model Y. This upgrade might slip past you unless you're a Tesla enthusiast and you've got a keen eye. We're of course talking about the new Hardware 4 upgrade. Now what this entails is a massive leap in camera power. We've hopped from a modest 1 megapixel camera to a whopping 5 megapixels on all exterior cameras. It's like giving the Model Y a set of eagle eyes. Now, this is what it looks like. There isn't much to work with in this parking lot I took the comparison video in, but you can already see the letters here in Canadian Tire way better than the old Tesla. Here's the difference between the other cameras. Can you spot the difference? Let me know down in the comment section if you can spot a difference between the other cameras. Now, what does this higher pixel mean? With this power up, our Tesla isn't just seeing things, it's spotting details from miles away. Those red lights, those stop signs, Tesla's got them clocked from a distance that would make a hawk jealous. And potholes? Well, fingers crossed, we might be waving goodbye to those car-jolting, coffee-spilling moments. Imagine a future where your Tesla swerves around those pesky potholes with the grace of a ballet dancer. And let's talk nighttime. This upgrade is like giving a Tesla a pair of night vision goggles. Pedestrians and obstacles are spotted from afar, ensuring safer, smoother drives for yourself and everyone around you. Tesla didn't just stop on the exterior cameras. If you didn't know, Tesla comes with one interior camera as well. It's located just above the rear view mirror. This interior camera, which helps monitor distracted, impaired, or drowsy drivers, now has a much wider angle of view. It detects any driver fatigue or distractions by monitoring physical cues such as frequent yawning, extended periods of driving with eyes closed, and leaning off the head. The Tesla alerts when such signs are detected, and the system can potentially help prevent accidents caused by impaired driving. Here's what the interior camera looks like on the old Tesla. Here's what the interior camera looks like on the newer Tesla. Can you tell the difference? I don't think Tesla upgraded the interior camera with a higher megapixel. As you can see that both the texts here on my phone are unreadable. But it looks like they did change the camera lens and gave it more of a fisheye. This is what it looks like on the older Tesla. Notice that you can't really see as far as the side windows. And this is what it looks like on the newer Tesla. You can see that it has more of a fisheye and you can actually see through the side windows. So if anyone's ever peeping into your car, you can see them through the interior camera now. Also, with these more powerful cameras, Tesla decided to get rid of sensors in the newer Model Y. I mean, the car has really powerful cameras looking at all directions 24/7. So Tesla decided to have their powerful cameras act as sensors. Whenever you're buying the brand new Tesla, Tesla will also let you know that your new car runs on Tesla Vision. So if you were to buy a Model Y, this would mean that your Model Y will not include ultrasonic sensors, and instead fully rely on cameras. So during this transition, when I first got my Tesla, I did not have any type of sensors in the car, but after a couple of months and a software update, I did get access to new camera-based sensors. Also, if you were to buy FSD, or if you were to use my referral code, which you will get 3 months of FSD for, at the time of shooting this video, you don't have access to Auto Park, Summon, or Smart Summon. Although full self-driving beta to drive on city streets is available. But Elon Musk did talk about ASS, Actual Smart Summon, which should be coming out very soon. He mentioned that it should be released in a month or two after the actual Smart Auto Wiper software release. Considering that this tweet has been posted on June 21st, it's been close to 4 months now and actual Smart Summon is still not here. I'm predicting that it might be available on that big software upgrade that Tesla usually gives out every Christmas. Elon's timelines have never been on point, so this looks no different. For now, the only cars that have Smart Summon are the cars that have sensors. This is how the older Tesla in this video were able to self-drive itself and park right beside the newer Tesla, while the newer Tesla just sat there looking pretty. Now let's move on to another significant upgrade on the new Model Y. This specific upgrade is definitely music to our ears and definitely comfort to our backs. Suspension. Many early Model Y owners complained about the rough ride on the Model Y. For an SUV, we expected better as customers. But Tesla, with ears to the ground, perhaps feeling those bumps as well, heard our cry for help and decided to do something about it. Enter the revamped comfort suspension, turning those jolting journeys into smooth sails. I've driven both the Teslas in a very similar route, and this is what I came up with. Even though it looks like both the Teslas are taking the bumps very similarly, we did notice a big difference in terms of comfort in the cabin. Maybe if we do a slow motion here, you might be able to see a difference. Do you see a difference? Let me know down in the comments. Now let's touch on the little things. We've covered the big changes, but there are smaller tweaks worth noting. They're basically the cherry on top of a sundae, not the main event, but sweet little bonus. These aren't game changers. You know what? Actually, some of them are game changers. Let's start with the one that is definitely a game changer, and I'll move on to the ones that are not so much of a game changer. The most notable, I would say, game-changing change that Tesla has made on the newer 2023 model is relocating the USB stick for the Sentry mode from the center console to the glove box. Now, what does this mean? If someone were to break into your older Tesla Model Y and they knew the slightest bit about Tesla's Sentry mode and they were being recorded by the Tesla's camera, and also they know where the USB stick was located, they could have simply just opened the center console, take the USB stick with them, and there goes your footage. But Tesla saw that there was a flaw in this, and they decided to move the USB stick from the center console to the glove box. There is of course ports in the center console, but those ports are for charging or just connecting to other devices. You have a separate USB-A on the glove box that comes with a Tesla USB stick. So now, if someone were to break into your car, they would not have access to that USB stick that's in the glove box. Tesla's glove box does not have any physical latches which you can pull on that will open the glove box. The only way you can open the glove box is through a button in the screen or through your voice. But when someone does break into your car, the entire screen goes blank, so they have no access to the glove box. So that footage of someone breaking into your Tesla is not lost. Among other notable but not game-changing changes that I've seen on the newer model is that the interior is a little bit different. There's the nicer wood finishing on the sides of the door that you don't see on the older model. This probably makes the airflow a little bit better as well. Also, on the newer Tesla, if you look closely, the buttons and the panels come in a matte finish instead of a glossy black. The seats do look the same in this video, but I sat on both the seats, and the older model, I guess this is just one advantage of the older model. Everything is just super bad, but one advantage on the older model is that the seats are quite soft. The seats of the newer model is not as soft as the one in the 2020. But unless you sat both the cars one after the other like I did, you would not be able to tell a difference. Those are all the improvements that you will get on your brand new Tesla versus the old Tesla. Now, what's the verdict? What should you get? Should you get a brand new Tesla, or should you get a cheaper old Model Y? Let's get down to the numbers. I found this older Tesla being sold by a luxury dealership in my city. It's about $58,000 and has about 50,000 clicks on it. My friend who bought a Tesla from this dealership a few weeks ago was quoted at 9% before he applied for the financing. After his financing came through, he got a 9.99% interest on his Tesla. So this is the expected interest rate that I'm going to put here in this calculator. Price of the vehicle I'll put as $58,000, and let's say the duration of the loan is 96 months. Now look at this, your cost of borrowing for the whole duration of the loan is going to be somewhere around $26,000 and some change. So basically this vehicle is going to end up costing you about $84,000. Now let's look at a brand new long-range Model Y. The cost of a brand new long-range Model Y is around $65,000 with all the incentives and discounts. Let's do a 96-month term on this as well. On Tesla's website, they quote about 7.35% for the interest rate, but keep in mind that this is the maximum that you will get. I've had a couple of people apply in the last week and they were getting anywhere from 6.91% to 6.99% interest. So far, I have not seen anyone get the 7.35% interest. So let's put 6.91% interest rate here. Now look at that. Even though you're paying a little bit more for the purchase price of the car, the cost of borrowing for the whole duration of the loan is about $19,000 and some change. This will end up costing you about $85,000 for your new Model Y. There's only a $5,000 to $6,000 difference in price if you were to get a brand new one versus the old one. Especially if you finance these cars from the get-go, you will see that there's only a $10 difference in monthly payments. So why would you get a car that is at 50,000 kilometers when you can get a car that is brand new at 0 kilometers that starts with a fresh warranty? Getting a 2021 Model Y at 50,000 kilometers mean that you only have 30,000 kilometers and about 2 years left on the basic bumper-to-bumper vehicle warranty. If you were to get a brand new Tesla, you'd start fresh from 0 kilometers, have 4 years on the basic bumper-to-bumper warranty or 80,000 kilometers. And of course, you also get a fresh 8-year or 192,000 kilometer drivetrain or battery warranty. Also, selling your new Tesla in the future will be much easier than selling this old Tesla with the older hardware. Yes, Tesla still do hold their value really well, and this price that you see by this dealership is not too far off from the other Teslas in the used car market. But if you stumbled upon my video, you're actually doing your research and you can already see that getting a brand new Tesla is going to be much more worth it than getting an older Tesla. And if you're buying your first ever Tesla and you're not aware of the unique way on how Tesla vehicles are purchased, I'll link a video up here or down in the description where I break down the entire process from start to finish. I cover a step-by-step guide on what to expect when you get your first Tesla. If you've been here this long and you think this video helped you out, please subscribe and like this video, share it with your friends if you like. That really helps out the channel. Also, if you're getting your first ever Tesla, don't forget to click on that referral code down in the description. Try to use Google Chrome as Safari seems to be not so great with these referral codes and Tesla's website. With the referral code, you will get 3 months of Tesla full self-driving, which if you were to buy completely would cost you $16,000. So you'd be able to try full self-driving for about 3 months, and you will also get some cash value off from the purchase price of your vehicle. And that's it for today's video. Hope you guys got some value out of this one. I'll see you guys next week.